toys. Toys. You love your toys, but do you love knockoff toys? No more ifs, ands, or buts, and start braving hazelnuts.
Hey, knockoff toy friends, how you doing? Welcome to Stark Raven Hazelnuts. I'm your host, Johnny Bananas, and yeah, you caught me here reading my official visual companion to the Flash movie. Yeah, this is a really cool hardcover companion book. I picked up a couple weeks ago, and you know, day by day when I'm watching movies, sitting down, taking a break, I give it a look through, and you know, it's all about the movie. You know, of course, naturally, it's a visual companion. Pictures from the movie, everything. But what it also does, which I thought was really cool, is it goes through the whole history of the character. Yeah, and when I mean history of the character, I don't mean just like, you know, in the movie, but I mean in the DC universe. So it takes the character and it tells you all about him through the comic books. And there's stuff that I didn't even know about the Flash because I was never into the character growing up. Yeah, it's got this whole section of Batman too. Look at this. Freaking cool. So yeah, this book is really worth picking up if you are like me, where you didn't grow up a Flash fan, and you like the movie, you like the Justice League, or maybe even like the TV series, and you just want to learn more about the comic book character as well. I mean, like, believe it or not, I didn't even realize that it was the Flash that developed the concept of the multiverse that is so popular today. That was a Flash. I didn't know that. Amazing. So anyway, the reason I have the book on here is because today on Stark Raving Hazelnuts, it's Flash Day. And I've got this really cool knockoff fake Flash figure, and it's hilarious. It's fantastic. It's one of my favorite knockoffs to date, and we're going to bring them onto the show. And better yet, I'm also going to bring on all these other Flash figures from Mattel that got released during the Justice League film. And we're going to find out which one of these figures was used to make this fake Flash figure. And believe it or not, I think this one is even better. So don't go away. It's Flash Day
on Stark Raving Hazelnuts.
Okay, knockoff toy friends, here he is, the, Union Legend classic Flash figure, and I gotta say, this is one of the nicest ones in my collection. It's fantastic for reasons that will be apparent in a second or two. Just amazing Titan Hero Classic Avengers Endgame 4 starring the Flash. Fantastic, man. This is what a knockoff is supposed to be like. Let's flip it on its side here. Avengers Endgame superhero. And there's Thanos. And on the other side, wait for it, Avengers Endgame, and an awesome picture of Flash from the Justice League films. And on the back, oh, it gets even better. Look at this. We have classic Avengers Endgame, and look, who's there? Look who's there. Look, who's that? Whoa, who's that? Is that Ezra Miller beside Brie Larson? Oh, that's amazing. They photoshopped him into the Avengers, and they've even got Iron Man with the Quantum Realm suit. So nice. And on the bottom, Iron Man, Thor, and Ronin images. Fantastic. So I'm going to get this guy out of the box, and we're going to play him and take a look closer at the figure. And then we're going to bring on the Mattel figures and find out which Mattel figure was used to make this one. We'll be right back. Okay, knockoff toy friends, he's out of his box, and he looks great. Look at this figure. This is a really nice knockoff. And I'm going to tell you what I like about it right off the bat, just looking at it cracked from the box. And what I love is the fact that the arms and the legs are shiny, but the torso is more of a matte satin. It just provides a really nice costume contrast to the figure, as opposed to having it all shiny or all matte. I like the fact that there's a difference between the arms, legs, and the torso. I think that adds to the overall look of the figure. Let's get to the movement. We has a shoulder joint up there, and the wrists move, and the hands, open hand, there we go. Nice. There's no waist, And the legs move only forward. The reason they move only forward is because you've got quite a nicely constructed butt plate there. A nicely constructed butt plate, which gives them a nice profile and 3/4 view. There is no knee joint and there's no ankle joint. Okay, there we go. The voice box is on the back. There it is. The battery pack has been chopped up into the sculpt of the figure to fit a battery pack. There's the little voice speaker. Okay, and here is the sound. This is really cool. I love that one. I love that. Of course, that's a pretty standard voice. If you watch my videos and you've seen other action figure knockoffs, they have that voice too. It's Captain America. It comes from the very last scene in the Age of Ultron when they're at the Avengers compound and he addresses the new recruits, Falcon, Vision, what have you. And then you've got a Thor grunt mixed into there with some music. So this is a really nice looking figure. Love it. Love it. And like I've been saying, this is a 10 out of 10. You've got a nice looking figure. It's got a nice voice box. It's very loud. The sound is nice. The sculpt looks good. The colors are nice. The box is funny. This is a 10 out of 10 figure. This is what a great knockoff is supposed to be. And quite frankly, I think it's better than what you got at Walmart when this was released. Okay? Because we're going to look now at some of the figures that this might have been taken from. If you went to Walmart at this time, you found this one. It also came in this version. Okay? These are all like the knockoff, the Justice League versions of the Flash. And it came in a really nice third one, which I really like. Now, obviously, this is not the one the knockoff was taken from because of the ab design there, so we can just remove that. Very nice. Which leaves us with these two, which are essentially the same. We're going to stick with the red one because it's just easier to see everything on the body as opposed to the black version there. We'll move it there, and let's take a look and compare. Under very quick basic inspection, you can tell that this one is not the figure this was made from. The biggest indicator are the arms. Look at the arm difference. This one here is ball and socket. The elbow moves, and the hands, I don't even want to go there. I have no idea what Mattel was thinking by curling the fingers in and connecting it with the thumb. We're just going to leave that to the imagination. I much prefer the hands, the open action hands on this figure. And quite frankly, I mean, just taking a look at the two, I mean, come on, man. This one is a more attractive looking figure. As I said, with the contrast of the shiny arms and the matte finished chest, this just pops more. It just looks better. Okay. Now, I'm not going to take it out of its box. It's still sealed in there and I don't want to crack it. So we're going to put him down. But what we are going to do is we're going to take a look at that figure on the other side using images I've pulled from the internet. Okay, so there is the back of the figure, and here's the back of the knockoff. Clearly, this is not taken from this. Okay, so let's move down. Next, believe it or not, that is the butt. That's the butt on the legit Mattel figure, and compare it to this one. See what I'm saying? I mean, this is just, it's better. Yeah, okay, the legs on this don't move backwards, but what is that? That's a butt? That doesn't even look like a butt. That almost looks like the front. Finally, that's the back of the figure as whole, and there it is there. So clearly not the same. And you'll notice too, there's no bolts here anchoring this guy in. He's probably just glued, whereas this guy's all anchored in with bolts. What I like about that is if anything goes wrong, you can take this apart really easily and not have to worry about it. So they come apart really easily if you want to, if I want to fix something or even if I want to mod it. Yeah, so there's a lot of advantage. Okay, so clearly, toy friends, this is not the version. So that leaves us only with one figure left, and it's the figure from which this was taken. and it is the Electro Strike Flash. Okay? As you can see, it is very similar in terms of shininess in some parts, not all, on the arms. Okay? Same hands. Okay? You look here, same chest. It's hard to see because of the clear plastic, but it's the same. Same body type. Now we turn them over. Obviously, this one has a huge pack on the back. So this one looks like it's got an original sculpting on the back part. But on the back here toward the butt, you can see the butt on this one is the same as the butt on that one. Anyway, guys, there it is. The Flash knockoff figure matches up, taken from the Electro Strike. And again, even though this is a knockoff, I would take this one over this one any day. Body-wise, this is just nicer. And that seems to be something that's happening more and more, is that these knockoffs in many ways are starting to look nicer than the originals from which they were taken and copied. Because, you know, Hasbro and Mattel are getting real cheap on their figures. And I don't know what that is. But anyway, for the basic figures like this that you find in your Walmarts, they're getting cheaper and cheaper. And I think everybody knows this and has seen it already. Anyway, guys, there it is. The Ezra Miller Flash Avengers action figure. I hope you liked the episode. I had a lot of fun. This one's staying in my collection. Really cool figure. And if you like knockoff figures like this, by all means, give me a like, subscribe. That way, when I release new stuff, you'll be the first to see it. Anyway, guys, this is your toy buddy, your knockoff toy buddy, Johnny, saying goodbye, and we'll see you real soon.